It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
Yeah, if I retire from rapping, how many of y'all will really miss me? My swing is incredible, feel like Timberland and Missy. Some niggas owe me money for the style, bitch, I'm Fendi, that's a double entendre. Y'all better put some respect on me, DJ, and be like Jesus and Meryl. I'm a king, I'm a pharaoh, frequently leading this era. Greatness be seeping through the mirror, hold my image and my likeness. My family tree strong as Osiris, I butt hard on them haters like tendonitis. Been my own man, creating avenues like Rosecrans. Y'all niggas stick to the script, I switch up the program. I hold bands in both hands and slow dance with your main chick, no romance, I'm so advanced. If I tell you hit the bricks, I mean it. I hate extra niggas around me, shit is inconvenient. I'm sitting in the name, it's my head getting bigger than freedom. We sing it for freedom, the money weighing in like Keenan. A record sale. I flip streams of income like heads or tails. I spit crack like eggshells. Your girl stay chirping like Nextel. The block stay buzzing like I'm serving a fish scale. Either make a purchase or serve a purpose. The boy blaze trails like Nick Nurkic. Shout it type thick like 6 burgers. If she don't feel the kid, it's a disservice. I'm pinning more hits than Keith Urban. This shit working. Had to steal the beat from Flow. I don't keep it low. Best on either coast. Try me, you could be a ghost. Slick like nematode. Swing like Ichiro. Now you tryna sell a fake book. What you be Simone? If they rapping, I don't trust them. Try to stab me in the back, my chiropractor gon' adjust them. Anytime you play a beat, I'm just enhancing the production. With the way I eat, I got to hand you that concussion. Ain't no justice.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there this Sunday afternoon. In this particular video, we're going to be giving love, respect, adulation, praise to the Clipse. All right? For putting on a great performance at the Vatican, becoming the first rappers ever to do so. So this is a milestone. They're making history. And just remember, this is a group that hadn't put out an album in 16 years. We have been trying for years to, put the call out for them to come back together. Malice was not feeling it for a very long time. Pusha was coming to him with opportunity after opportunity after opportunity for them to go out and do a tour, for them to go out and do this, go do that, do another album. He wasn't rocking with it, but divine timing being the way that it works, he went to his father gave him his blessing, said, man, get out there, do your thing. You're being too hard on yourself. They go out and create this album, let God sort them out, which a lot of people feel like is the strongest contender for album of the year for this year. And, a lot of people also believe that it may take that rap album of the year Grammy home at the top of next year. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to wait it out. Right? But nonetheless, they're having an amazing comeback, an amazing year, all odds stacked against them, having to buy their way out of that Def Jam deal, people trying to suppress their music, trying to suppress the release of the Kendrick Lamar feature. All that crazy stuff set aside, they've been able to rise to the occasion and excel even further, right? So they get out there and they perform The Birds Don't Sing with John Legend and Voices of Fire. I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping we would get, more than one song, but be that as it may, they did exactly what they needed to do with the time that they were allotted. There were other artists on the lineup that they had to get through, so it wasn't a dedicated Clipse performance. Of course, this was curated by Pharrell and Adam Blackstone. Pharrell, of course, their longtime music producer, grew up with him. Adam Blackstone is one of the elite music directors in the music industry, has done Super Bowls, award shows, etc. Just look at his motherfucking resume and be astounded. You know what I mean? So this was definitely excellence. Now, unfortunately, due to the Disney Plus or whatever the fuck it was streamed on there, I can't play it due to copyright reasons. I know some other people out there may be playing it on their channel, and maybe they have some other arrangement or way of getting to it, but on my channel, I gave it a test, blocked. So I can't show it, but what I will do is read some coverage surrounding the show, the sentiment surrounding the show, and get into some of the serendipity that we were able to witness with them being able to go to Vatican City and perform. I mean, you got to think these are guys who all of their albums pretty much have religious undertones. Their music is swarmed in duality from the streets to salvation. Being able to honor their parents in this spiritual, I don't want to call it like a utopia or anything like that, but this spiritual capital of sorts, and to be able to do it with your brother by your side, with your closest friends by your side, um, it's a beautiful thing, and to make history at the same time. All right, but let's go ahead and pull up this article. All right, so we're here on America Magazine, and they say the unlikely hip hop duo performing at a historic Vatican concert. And this was written a couple days ahead of time, but they have some really good coverage in here just surrounding the event itself. Let me zoom my screen out just a little bit. Much better. All right. So they say this Saturday, September 13th, the Vatican is hosting a first of its kind Grace for the World concert in St. Peter's Square. The concert will be free to attend in person and stream live on ABC News, Hulu, and Disney Plus. So the people that were able to go to attend this concert free of charge. The unlikely team of acclaimed hip-hop and pop producer and songwriter Pharrell Williams and Italian tenor Andrea Bocelli will co-direct and headline the celebration that will mark the end of the 2025 World Meeting on Human Fraternity. Just as surprising is the eclectic collection of artists from all over the world performing at the concert, ranging from viral country hip-hop sensation Jelly Roll to Thai singer and K-pop star Bam Bam. According to press materials, the event will represent the culmination of 2 intense days of spiritual and cultural initiatives to celebrate the strength of fraternity, offer the world a symbolic embrace, and renew the collective commitment to the protection of creation. Maybe most surprising is the inclusion of Clipse, the Virginia Beach hip-hop duo consisting of brothers Gene and Terrence Thornton, known by the stage names Malice and Pusha T. Pusha T, 48, and Malice, 53, have been around for a long time. The relatively underground duo formed back in 1992 and released their debut album, Lord Willin', in 2002. They did not release their second album, Hell Hath No Fury, arguably their magnum opus, until 2006. Before this year, the last Clipse studio album to come out was Till the Casket Drops in 2009. Their typical subject matter makes their inclusion in a Vatican concert confusing at first glance. Critics and fans most commonly identify Clipse with the coke rap subgenre of hip-hop, in which artists rap about the luxurious highs and the destructive lows of selling and distributing cocaine. Before they made it as rap stars, the Thornton brothers dealt crack cocaine, not exactly standard homely material. So why Clipse? Why now? One reason for their inclusion in Grace for the World is likely their friendship and artistic relationship with the concert's co-creative director and fellow Virginia Beach artist, Pharrell Williams. But beyond this, the Thornton brothers' story uniquely positions them to represent American hip-hop at the Grace for the World concert. Their music combines themes of sin, salvation, truth, and authenticity in ways that make their inclusion a testament to the possibilities of redemption. I love that paragraph right there. Hip-hop has always been underestimated, and the Clipse are easy targets to undermine or make them seem like some other version of hip-hop. You know, they've pretty much overcome all of that critique in 2025 by giving a range of emotions, a range of subject matter, a range of emotions that they're able to tap into on this new album. So everything that they're doing, man, it's very inspiring, I gotta be honest. Until recently, it was unlikely that the duo would ever perform live again, much less at the Vatican. Clipse unexpectedly broke up after 2009's Till the Casket Drops when Malice retired from the group. At the end of the day, I personally felt misery, Malice said in a 2011 CNN special on the two brothers. And of course, they've talked about this ad nauseum in all of the different interviews that they've done this year. The money, fame, and excess that came with his celebrity ultimately became too much for the rapper. After the sentencing of their manager at the time, Anthony Gonzalez, to 32 years in prison for drug conspiracy, Malice converted to Christianity. I wouldn't say converted, but embraced further and pivoted entirely. Some people call it a come to Jesus moment, but this is a real transformation. The older brother announced that he would henceforth go by No Malice and proceeded to release the Christian hip-hop albums Hear Ye Him and Let the Dead Bury the Dead. He still rapped about his criminal past on these projects, but his overall message took a profoundly Christian turn. Conversely, younger brother Pusha T's post-Clipse solo career embraced the coke rap style of their past to greater critical and commercial acclaim. The hip-hop classicist was the president of Ye, formerly Kanye West's Good Music label from 2015 to 2022, involving him in some of the most consequential hip-hop projects of the decade and cementing him as one of the best rappers of the 2010s. While No Malice searched for peace through faith, Pusha T feuded with some of the most powerful players in the rap industry. He beefed with Drake in the 2018 song The Story of Adidon, in which he revealed to the world that Drake was hiding the fact that he had a child Adonis and made multiple vicious accusations that set the tone and background for a 2024 beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. While No Malice preached the gospel message through his music, Pusha T sounded as if he was trying to turn the most popular rapper in the world into a pillar of salt. Dang! The brothers' close relationship never publicly wavered, but their careers could not have gone in two more different directions. And yet the brothers Thornton are full of surprises. In 2019, they reunited as Clipse on Ye's Use This Gospel with their familiar braggadocio and concision, but with a more spiritual focus. On Use This Gospel, the brothers praise God while reflecting on their sinful past. Pusha T opens one verse with the proclamation, "How could he not be the greatest?" but immediately contrasts his proclaimed devotion with the consequences of his sins. "In my bed undercovers when undercovers had raided," his verse ends. "But who am I to judge? I'm crooked as Vegas," showing awareness of his shortcomings in a sharp contrast to his typical bravado. No Malice first matches Pusha in his verse admitting a lot of damaged souls. "I done damaged those," but then he juxtaposes his confession with the hope found on the road to Emmaus. "From the concrete grew a rose, they give you a wraith talk, I give you faith talk. Blindfolded on this road, watch me faith walk. Just hold on to your brother when his faith lost." All right? I ain't saying it as eloquently as I wanted, but we're going to continue. The brothers' history and style allows them to create music that is almost, if not substantively, biblical. Their vocal deliveries have the force and grandeur of a divine pronouncement, and the substance of their writing often finds them trapped in a struggle against guilt and sin. Their music exposes the hypocrisy and fakeness of their peers with jarring clarity while wrestling with their own inability or unwillingness to fully escape it, yearning for redemption. The contrast between No Malice and Pusha T especially allows them to explore the difficult push and pull of this conflict. This dynamic came full circle on their 2025 comeback album and masterclass on maturing in hip-hop, Let God Sort 'Em Out. This is a really good fucking article. I love articles that are I love writers that are willing to take you on a journey, give you the history, tie it back into the present, and not end it on a random ass sentence. Good God, please save the actual journalists. Anyway, this dynamic came full circle. We said that. Malice dropped the no from his name, signaling a return to form for the duo. Recorded at the Louis Vuitton headquarters in Paris, this is a triumphant comeback for Clipse. The brothers have not missed a beat in their ability to rap over a Pharrell production, with lyrics detailing their luxurious lifestyles on POV. Pusha spits, "The only Audi here is driven by my au pair." In mastery of moving cocaine on Mike Tyson blow to the face, he brags, "The Bezos at the nasal, that's case closed." But beneath the veneer of the luxury and drug raps, what unfolds over the course of 13 tracks is an Old Testament prophet-style corrective for the music industry, coupled with sincere spiritual reflection. The album opens at an emotional high with The Birds Don't Sing. Of course, that's the record they performed at the Vatican, a devastatingly touching tribute to the brothers' recently deceased parents. Pusha T takes the first verse to recount his last conversation with their mother, and Malice follows with a verse about his last conversation with their father, who died just months after their mother. The duo builds a heartbreaking contrast. Pusha T despair. Some experience death and feel numbers, but not me. I felt it all and couldn't function. He further laments, our last conversation, you was against it. I heard what I wanted to hear, but didn't listen, recalling his neglect of his mother's advice as he was caught up in his life of rap stardom while she was preparing to die. So you were checking boxes, I was checking my mentions. On the same track, Malice presents his last conversation with their father as the resolution to his internal struggle over whether or not to make secular music again as part of Clipse. I can hear your voice now, I can feel your presence, asking should I rap again, you gave me your blessing. The way you spelt it out, there's an L in every lesson. Boy, you owe it to the world. Let your mess become your message. Beautifully written. Throughout the rest of the album, Clipse does just this. Like Amos or Isaiah, they call out others with searing clarity for their failures to remain faithful to their culture. Like David, they wrestle with sin and repentance. And also, like the psalmist, they ultimately give thanks in their poetry on the aptly named final track, By the Grace of God, reflecting on their almost miraculous journey. The Thornton brothers may not be saints, but their unique legend makes them in some ways the perfect hip-hop representation for Saturday's Vatican performance. For many, the Jubilee event will be their first introduction to the Thornton brothers. As Malice and Pusha T once told us, keys do in fact open doors. I love it. Keys open doors, keys open doors. And rapping about the keys open the doors to the Vatican for them to do a historic rap performance where just about no one expected it to happen, period. I don't think anybody ever even put those together. But then to put the Clipse on stage to do it, again, very interesting serendipity there. And to be honest, you know, with everything that like a Jay-Z has accomplished, you would think he would be like one of the people to do something like that, right? And the Clipse get to be hip-hop's first rappers at the Vatican. Beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Just lets you know what's for you will always be for you, regardless of your popularity, regardless of the setbacks, regardless of if somebody tries to, blackball you or deter you from your path. If you happen to take a detour, self-inflicted, you know what I mean? Or self-imposed rather than inflicted, to say, hey, I'm done. And if I don't ever return, I've done what I needed to do. And then come back and be rewarded even more plentifully, man. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I wish I could show the performance. But again, for whatever reason, Disney Plus, they bop me over the motherfucking head and I ain't got time for that. But once again, I do want to congratulate the Clipse. Want to congratulate Pharrell. Want to congratulate John Legend, Voices of Fire, for all being a part of that. And to all of the other artists that were a part of the entire concert. Karol G, Jelly Roll, and the others. Congratulations to y'all too, because I'm sure this is a big festive moment for not only yourselves, but your families, those that are watching you, your fans, etc. It's a big deal. Something that I'm sure none of them ever imagined, because who would even try to put that hodgepodge together? But very dope nonetheless. This definitely solidifies a crazy year for the Clipse, a historic year for the Clipse, coming out selling 100,000 records after a 16-year break. Their previous album didn't even sell 100,000 first week. Getting with Rock Nation, doing all these interviews, telling their stories, being transparent, being real, being honest, being authentic, being testaments of what hip-hop truly represents. Couldn't see this happening for a more fit duo. You know what I mean? But let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. I'm going to catch y'all on the next man. We got more on the way. Peace.
Ain't no way to stop it when a nigga poppin'. Pull up, start a problem, I got plenty options. Homies from the project with a trending topic. I got fuck your bitch. All that I got is all I could get. Flooded the Nile and I flooded my wrist. Tell me I rap for the glamour and glitz. Got on my shit that they ran me on list. Filling my pocket, I'm taking a trip. Call me a genie, I'm filling my wish. When it come down to me and get in my bag, I gotta get it, I pay for the lift. I got a baby, we coming legit. Roll with the big dogs. I need my cut like fit now. Buddy call shot like Sam call. Married to the game like in-laws. Do what I please, move with the breeze. Fly to Belize. Shawty, she love me, she come in the tease. Ready the haters, we cutting the weeds. Give my space, oh man. Got me a taste, oh man. Flooded the face, I'm running a race. I cover the bases, all down. Nigga, don't try me, I'm on my square. Cardiac diamonds, I want me a pill. Treat all this money like I got a meal. Everything closer than it might appear, yo. Bitch, I got my mask on now. Watch your germs here. I've been getting paid since the first time on my third tip. Popping on the net, fuck a local, I got turf here. Fucking with the squad, we gon' put y'all in some merch, yeah.